You've been sitting on the same office chair for 5 years, 5 long years. So you ask your boss, "Can I get a new chair?" He says, "Sorry, no budget." Fine. Later you ask HR, "Can we at least get better coffee?" Same answer, no budget. Then at home, your wife asks, "Can we get a new microwave?" And that's when you say something you probably should not have said. Oops, no budget. She gives you that look, funny, until you realize this is exactly how most people treat their own budget. They have one, they talk about it, but somehow the money still disappears. Why? Because this is where most budgets fail. Today, we'll go through 10 budget mistakes quietly draining your salary. And if you're budgeting for beginners, watch number 6 carefully. That mistake kills most budgets before they even start. Stay till the end, because one simple 10-minute habit can completely change how you manage money. Number 1, budgeting after you spend. This is one of the biggest mistakes in budgeting for beginners. Most people get paid, spend first, then check what's left and call that a budget. But that's not budgeting. That's just checking the damage after the party. A real budget happens before the money moves. Before payday, decide where your money is going. Savings first, then bills, food, debt, and real spending money. Give every category a job before the money starts disappearing. Why? Because if you budget after spending, you're not controlling your money. You're just watching it leave. Politely. And this is why budgets fail. The fix? The night before payday, take 10 minutes. List what's coming in. Give every expense a number. Whatever is left, that's your real spending money, not your full salary, what's left. 10 minutes before payday can save you 30 days of confusion. Number 2, forgetting irregular expenses. Your budget remembers rent, groceries, and utilities, the usual suspects. But then life shows up with a bill you somehow forgot was coming. Car insurance, dentist visit, birthday gifts, or a wedding invitation that looks beautiful, but financially dangerous. You know the list. These things may not come this month, but they will come. Why? Because birthdays are real. And yes, people still get married, usually when your budget is finally starting to behave. The fix? Park money for them early. Make a list of every non-monthly expense you know is coming this year. Add them up. Divide by 12. Then put that amount into savings every month as future expenses, or your life happens fund. So when the bill arrives, the money is already waiting. No panic, no credit card rescue mission, no broken budget. Number 3, making the budget too tight. You get motivated, sit down, and build the perfect budget. Every dollar controlled, zero waste, maximum savings. For a moment, you look smarter than your accountant. Very impressive, for about 9 days. Then real life happens. A last-minute movie, a small treat, one plan with someone special, and suddenly love has entered the budget. But your budget had no room for being human. So one tiny unplanned moment feels like total failure, and your budget starts judging you like a disappointed family member. Why does it fail so fast? Because it was too tight from the start. The fix? Give your budget breathing room. Add a small whatever fund every month for random things, tiny treats, and life being life. This is not wasted money. This is what keeps the whole plan alive. Because a budget you can actually follow is far better than a perfect budget you abandon by week 2. Number 4, ignoring the tiny leaks. This is not the big shopping trip. This is not the holiday. This is not the romantic movie plan from number 3. This is the sneaky stuff. The delivery fee you don't notice, the parking charge, the app upgrade, the only $5 payment that somehow keeps coming back like it has your home address. And because each one is small, you don't feel the pain. That's the real problem. Your brain does not treat it like spending, but your bank account does. Why? Because tiny leaks repeat, and repeated leaks drain your salary quietly. The fix is simple. For 1 month, track every purchase under $10. Not to punish yourself, just to catch the pattern. Because once you see where the money is slipping out, you can stop overspending without turning your life into a punishment. Number 5, putting everything in one big bucket. This is when your budget looks organized but tells you nothing. You write living expenses, $500. Nice, very adult. But what is that? Food, transport, takeaway, random things you bought at midnight? When everything sits in one bucket, overspending can hide easily. That is the problem. The money goes, but you cannot see where. The fix? Break it down. Food gets one line, transport gets one line, subscriptions get one line, eating out gets one line. You do not need 20 categories. 5 or 6 is enough. Why? Because one big bucket hides the leak. Smaller lines show you where the money escaped. Number 6, saving whatever is left. This is the quiet budget killer. You pay rent, you pay bills, you buy food, you spend on life. Then you look at what's left and say, I'll save that. But why is there usually nothing left? Because money that has no job finds a job by itself. Usually food delivery, shopping, or something you bought because it was on sale, even though you did not need it when it was full price either. The fix is simple. Pay yourself first. The moment your salary lands, move a fixed amount into savings, even if it is small. Do it before the money mixes with everything else and starts disappearing socially, because if you save first, you adjust. But if you save last may never come. Number 7, forgetting auto payments and hidden charges. This is overspending on autopilot. Maybe it is an app trial. Maybe it is a gym membership. Maybe it is something small you forgot even existed. But then your credit card joins the party. One late payment, and the bank shows you the real meaning of love. Late fee, interest charge, extra charges. But why is this dangerous? Because these charges do not feel like spending. They just quietly drain your salary. The fix? Check your bank and credit card statement once a month. Cancel what you do not use. Pay your card on time. Set reminders or auto pay if needed. Because forgotten auto payments are leaks. But credit card interest? That is an open tap. Number 8, no emergency buffer. This is when your budget looks perfect, until real life enters the room. The rent is planned, food is planned, savings are planned. Beautiful. Then the phone breaks, the car needs repair, or one small emergency shows up like it booked an appointment. And suddenly, the whole budget collapses. But why? Because you planned for normal life, not real life. The fix? Add one line called emergency buffer. Even a small amount every month helps. Park it separately. Do not touch it for shopping. Do not touch it because there is a sale. This money has one job, protecting your budget when life gets annoying. Because without an emergency buffer, every surprise becomes a credit card problem. Number 9, copying someone else's budget. Someone online is eating out, traveling, buying nice things, and still somehow saying they save every month. Very inspiring. Also, who is checking this? But don't build your budget based on someone else's show reel. Why? Because your life is different. Your income, bills, habits, family, debt, and priorities are different. The fix? Start from your own reality. Look at your last 3 months of spending. Build around your bills, your habits, and your responsibilities. Because the best budget is not the one that looks impressive online. It is the one that actually works in your life. Number 10, giving up after one bad month. You made a budget, you tried, then life happened. One unexpected bill, one weak moment, 1 month where everything cost more than planned. So you say budgeting does not work. But why give up after one bad month? Everyone has bad months. The problem is when one bad month becomes your new lifestyle. A bad month does not mean your budget failed, it means your budget needs adjusting. The fix? Reset. Review what went wrong. Change the numbers. Start again next month. No guilt, no drama, just 10 minutes and a fresh page. Because budgeting for beginners is not about being perfect. It is about coming back before your money completely runs away. I promised you one simple fix that makes all 10 easier to control. Here it is. Spend 10 minutes at the end of every month reviewing your budget. Not rebuilding it, not punishing yourself, just checking what worked, what didn't, and what needs to change. Because a budget is not something you create once and forget. That is just wishful thinking with numbers. 10 minutes a month can change how you manage money more than another app, another spreadsheet, or another motivational video. If this helped, share it with someone who tried budgeting and gave up. Subscribe for a new money topic every Friday, and if you need any support, drop a line in the comments. Because it's not just about how much you earn, it's about what you keep. Money, but simple. Smart money, simple language. See you next Friday and give your budget a second chance.